Previously.
With my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to write.
I don't want to do it. God, why
Alice,
are
I
you
can't
such a
believe you.
supportive wife. You, God damn
Well,
it.
it's funny because Alan notoriously turned into a bit of an asshole the second he had like the dry spell that he's writing. So all she wants to do basically is try to save their marriage, to bring them out here and to try to like ignite the spark again to get him writing. And he's like, "Oh, I can't believe you did this to me." Well, it's because like you'll see that in these flashback sections, he becomes, well, actually not so much in this one, but then he becomes a bit of a party animal. Like the fame messes with him,
Right.
a bit, and so he's not very suited to fandom.
Honey, I'm home.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, hold on a second. Back here.
That's a fancy
Worst
house.
weather I've ever seen.
Yes.
Worst weather I've ever seen. I like that he still has the same jacket.
He does. Well, interesting bits and pieces. Just quickly, I'll return back to this. We actually had this discussion as to whether or not to restart this because I felt bad. There was a character called Clay Stewart. When you first came running up in the Dream Lighthouse sequence, where he's like, "Hey, Alan, remember me? I'm
this
Clay
way."
Stewart." Now he'd
Yeah.
never actually met Clay Stewart.
Okay.
Clay Stewart was a bit of a phenomenon, and I'll get into exactly why this happens to him a little bit later. But I'll leave that in the story, like play through the story a little bit longer. But
Okay.
Clay Stewart started having dreams like a few years before the events here. He had some dreams, and in the dreams there was this darkness that came for him, and there was always like these shadow surrounded people. He would see this man who would like come running up, and sometimes he would save the man, sometimes he would like fail him, but every single time he would die. And he saw it all incredibly clearly, like it was just incredibly visceral. So he'd wake up all the time. He got more and more distant from his family because he kind of felt like he was losing sleep. He was getting more frustrated. He was trying to hold it together, but he wasn't doing very well. Then one day he's sort of falling asleep watching TV, and this TV show called Night Springs comes on. And at the end of the episode, he hears this voice with his eyes mostly shut. He hears this voice, and he knows that voice from the character, from the person he keeps saving in the dream, saving or not in the dream, but he sees him every time. And he goes like, and wakes up, and it's, he waits a little bit during the interview, and then of course the name tag comes up, and it's Alan Wake, writer of Departure. And so he goes like, "Oh wow, oh my god, like I've got some sort of like I'm having a dream, and it's I have to talk to this guy, like something important is happening, and I need to be there.
guy.
I need to be there somehow." So he writes to Alan Wake's office, and basically he gets the standard, like he bounced off the HR barrier. He gets like a postcard back, basically going like, "Hey man, great, buy my new book."
Fan.
Yeah, exactly, buy the new book. And so he tries a few times or whatever, he never gets through. But over time, it really eats at him, and he tries to find, and with like more bad stuff happens with his family, gets some distance, and then what he does is he remembers that there's a lighthouse in it, and he goes, "Man, that was like a really distinctive-ish lighthouse. What I'll do is I'll just search for lighthouses and see if I can find it." Anyway, searches, goes through like next for ages, and then eventually comes across this one absolutely like the lighthouse. And goes, "Oh shit," and finds out that it's a place called Bright Falls. So he basically buys an 165. I don't know why it was incredibly specific, but in the story or whatever it goes, he buys an $165 ticket or whatever, like bus ticket to go to. No, I don't know why. Just he buys an $165 ticket or whatever. I think you're supposed to go, "Whoa, that's huge."
That's a really expensive ticket.
Exactly, and his wife goes like, "If you fuck off, I'm going to be really mad at you, and we're not going to be here when you get back." And he's like, "Oh, sorry, bitch, I got to go." He didn't say it like that, but I imagine that it's sorry, my love, I got to go. Anyway, so goes there, and when he gets there, the town is fucked up. Like there's bullet holes in the walls. There's a bunch of funerals going on for people who just have gone missing completely.
Yeah, right.
There's all these like a bunch of people are walking around. They're like they're only just waking up. He can't get a straight answer out of anybody. Like he tries to talk. He goes around to interview people, like to try to find out what happened, and they're all blowing him off. But anyway, he goes like, "Okay, I'll go sign into the hotel nearby. I think it's called the Majestic. I might be wrong, so we'll get to see it in a second. We'll get to see it at some point in the game anyway. But goes to sign in there, and they're like, "Yeah, cool, we'll put you in room, whatever." He goes in there and he goes, "Okay, what I'll do is I've got all these notes and everything. Like I've got all these notes about my dream and about Alan Wake or whatever, and I don't want people to freak out if they come in here and go, man, this guy's practically a serial killer." Right. So he goes, "All right. What I'll do is I'll do the classic spy movie thing, and I'll unscrew the vent, and then put my notes in the vent to hide them."
Of course.
So he does that, but he finds someone else has already done it, and so there's a bunch of notes in there, and he pulls them out, and it's from this guy that you'll see later on, Agent Nightingale, and so. Yeah. Okay. So it's all right. So what happens is, I know. Sorry, I know there's a lot of that. But what'll happen is, you'll find there's a character who comes in a little bit, Agent Nightingale, and you're supposed to sort of think he's a very closed-minded and just very simple character.
Right.
But he's been very heavily influenced by the Dark Place and the writing power that comes with it.
Okay.
But basically, what happens is that just to round off Clay Stewart, he basically finds those. He does a bunch of his own interviews. He gathers everything he possibly can about Bright Falls in the wake of this incident. After all this game is finished, and then he puts them all together into a book called the Alan Wake Files. And he releases them, and then he gets on the radar of the Federal Bureau of Control, who are the guys that are in control the game.
Yeah.
And then after that, he's on a watch list for the rest of his days, and he spent the rest of his time trying to get over basically all of this experience.
Right. Okay.
Yep. Cool. There you go.
And then he gets murdered by a crazy Axeman.
Okay, that's only in a dream though, so he doesn't actually get killed. Yeah, he's not actually dead. Not actually dead. Clay Stewart is, as far as I know, Clay Stewart is alive. I could look next time we play. I could pause it at the very start and go, okay, I would just like to say, Clay Stewart is dead. He might be dead now. And also, so let's continue on. Right. So yes, this is.
He took his jacket off. I didn't even see him take his jacket off.
Yeah, no, he totally does that.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't. Parliament. Oh yeah, so you're in a very swanky apartment.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not going to do what it says to do because that's boring.
That's.
But look at this swanky apartment.
Gosh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you can't go outside.
I cannot go out there. So this is where
TV.
They've basically they haven't moved in that long ago.
Okay.
Is the way to think about it. So she's a photographer. That's how they met. She does all of the photos and covers or whatever for his books.
Okay, nice.
And that's kind of how they work together.
This is going to be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Yoink. You can't have this one. This one's mine. You see, look at him. There he is.
Look at my headshots.
Look at them. Look at them. So pretty.
Amazing.
Very tall flowers.
Very tall sunflowers.
Yes.
Sunflowers are tall.
They are. That's true. This is my office.
There's more of them.
I will pick up this. I will not be reading it. We've already had this discussion about the amount.
Why is? Hey, wait. Can I scan that QR code?
What QR code?
The one on the wall.
Oh yes, you can. You can go for it.
Does it actually do something?
Yep.
Oh. Hang on.
So this is very early days for the QR code. I can't remember exactly what it does. But let's find out actually. Let's find out.
Hang on. Too far away from my television. Scan QR code.
Oh, it's a YouTube channel. It's a YouTube.
It is a YouTube channel. Open. Oh, is this going to be spoilers for something? It's a vision. Okay,
right.
Well, I'm not going to watch that. But that's really exciting that's a thing that you can do.
Yeah, isn't that cool? Okay, so this is the Alan. This is the Alan Wake Alex Casey series.
The things that I want.
Yep. Okay. He basically, and you can see he kind of got honored.
He won some golden guns for it.
He did.
Good job, Alan.
Apparently that's based on an actual award you can win, but I didn't look up what it was. Time to turn on the coffee machine, which I can absolutely sympathize.
Coffee's
It's
on.
very. It's a small house, but it is.
I don't think they ever did an animation for actual coffee being made. Or a sound, apparently, but that's okay. That's fine. Oh, they don't have a TV at the moment. Oh.
No, so I think it's in that box still.
Yeah, I know. Install. Yeah. Also, what exactly are they,
Apples.
do you think? Are they apples?
Apples?
I don't know. They kind of
They
look
don't look like pears.
That's true. Alright. Beautiful photos. Very nice. Some more sunflowers. Go to Alice.
Oh, hey,
Hi, Alice.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
Alright.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Yeah, that was a bit rude.
Oh,
You
really?
seemed to think so last night.
Oh!
Oh!
Bow chicka bow wow. Alright.
He's got nothing to say to that. All right.
I know, he just let that go. Let it go.
He's like, oh, all right.
These look really good.
Oh, we already seen those.
Yep.
He gets his hands on them, which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. This time was the last time.
She doesn't like Barry, I'm assuming?
They don't get along. Up.
Alan, please
Don't
check the fuse box.
Panic.
I'm right here. I'm on it.
Oh, hold on.
Please
There it is.
hurry.
I will use this.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You
Hi.
okay?
I'm
Aww.
sorry. It just really spooked
Just
me.
burn her retinas.
Don't worry.
Yeah, just,
We'll just break out the
we'll blind
cameras.
you, it's fine.
Here we
I
go.
know it's stupid, but it's just.
Now, this is an important bit of history. You ready?
You know?
Aww.
It gets to me.
Here we go.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark
Man, his
really
beard's
spooked
growing
me
really
too.
quickly.
Right?
It got really bad.
He was completely clean shaven earlier. Yeah.
Completely clean shaven until
Yes.
coffee.
Clicker, huh?
The clicker.
Oh, the clicker.
Okay.
Did
Did you catch where he got that from?
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
That's okay.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you too.
Yeah,
There it is.
nice story, writer boy.
Look at it
You
jitter.
made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Look away, children. Or blur it out in a big way.
Or, oh, wait. There's
No,
the
come
evil
back.
lights of evil.
There we go. So, when he was younger, he used to have absolutely terrible nightmares, like whether he was awake or not.
Nausea, disorientation, anything like
Um,
that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
fucking sick.
I'm
feeling
fine,
great,
Doc.
buddy.
Okay, my head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests.
He
I
would.
couldn't live
Yeah.
without Alice.
Very well. I don't
that a
think you had
fish?
concussion.
That's a
but
fish.
you've
Yep.
Obviously been
Okay.
through quite a shock.
Well, they interrupted him. See, you're wondering why he's in a fishing jacket.
Thanks.
Oh,
They interrupted him.
I actually
so
wasn't wondering why he was in a fishing
the
jacket.
town doctor. This is the town doctor.
If the pain gets any worse or you
That's not
experience
Dr.
any
Hartman.
other
Oh, and there's a
That is
fishing
not
rod.
Dr.
Yeah,
Hartman.
Jesus.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right,
Now let's get
be.
on with it then. Sarah,
Wait, I'm
Sheriff
standing on your
Breaker is
furniture, Doc.
waiting for you. She's very
No, I'm in
good
the
at her
PlayStation.
job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no
Oh, I'm
time.
standing on their
Doc
furniture.
Nelson
I
was
should have
the
guessed
image
that.
of a small
Yep.
town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Very nice. Okay. No, okay, so when he was younger, he used to have nightmares, like really bad nightmares. So his mother gave him an old light switch called the clicker, to basically be able to banish them. Like he could just like fake turn on the light. So he basically had that for a long time, and he put a huge amount of faith in it. Then he gave
And what,
it.
did he just have it like shoved into his sock?
Oh,
Or
just
something?
then? Just then?
When he was telling her the
honestly,
story,
I
he
don't.
just suddenly
I
went,
don't.
here it is.
Look, that I don't know. That I'm not
I'm
sure
sorry
about.
you had to cut your morning
Okay.
fishing short for this, Doc.
Oh, she's a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old fisherman like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is what you're after if you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or salmon, on the other hand, then it's fly fishing for you. You a fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really
Sorry,
matter,
I'm
I suppose.
making him freak
But
out.
It can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
You're gonna have to, because
You're a crazy
you know who
man.
gets over.
Wait, hang
Oh.
on. Can you look at that map again?
Just
Sorry.
go down
Can you
the
just look at it?
What?
There's a place called Watery?
There is, yes.
I wasn't sure. I was, for some reason, when you brushed over it, I was like, does that just say that there's water
The place
on the
is
map?
watery,
Or no, the place
yeah.
is called Watery. Yeah,
Okay.
alright.
So they actually
Sure.
stick.
to go, Mr. Wake.
Thank you. I'm aware. Thank you. I'm in the middle of. I'm talking. Leave me alone. Okay. This actually follows pretty closely. The second one follows
Second
pretty
gas
closely to
station.
all of this.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Park, Watery. Cauldron Lake. Okay, so we were on Cauldron Lake. We've
We were.
gone through Stucky's
Yeah.
gas station.
Hmm.
The sheriff really wants to see you. There's
That's
a coal
correct.
mine. Of course, there's a coal mine. Does that say Ghost Town?
Yeah, Ghost
Yeah.
Town. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Amazing.
Cool.
Love it.
Rock on. Yeah.
It's a good
'Cause
map.
I know,
It's a good map.
I know I would definitely put a ghost town on a map. Yep.
Of course you would.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Especially
I
if
think
it's
that's
a tourist
it. Can I
town.
run? Can I run in here? No, I can't run.
Either
'Cause I'm-
people are here for Deerfest or ghosts.
That's correct. And you know they're all here for Deerfest, because Deerfest is the most exciting thing ever to happen. Oh yeah, I can
I'm
run
glad
again.
The lights
Look who it
were turned
is!
on when you came in. Is that Log Lady?
Look, lady!
Oh, lights went out again. Oh, never mind. Oh, right. Okay.
Everything
She's
seems
doing
to
that.
be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good.
Fuck off,
Turning it
Miss
on and off,
Weaver.
they're gonna have to fix
Fuck
it.
off. Miss Weaver.
Mike later to remind you just in case.
Damn right she
Aw,
will. You know she will.
Adorable.
I would like to examine this.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's the
Mm-hmm.
good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today.
He was too.
Give me that.
But we already know what happened to Stucky, right?
Looks like someone really thrashed the garage.
Stucky
Over.
dead.
Okay, roger
Um,
that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky.
Oh.
Jane's out.
Take a coffee thermos. Where? Oh shit, yeah.
I like
Manuscript
that they're
page.
like, we located the float, and you're like, yeah, it was where you found me.
That's correct.
Like, in a very obvious
Okay,
location.
so Mulligan, like those two, first of all, named great.
Yes.
But those two are
Mr.
the
Wake,
biggest chuckle
The
fucks.
sheriff is waiting for you in her office
I
down the
swear to
corridor.
God,
You have to see the
you
sheriff.
must
Weaver.
please
I
go.
guess you can call
I
her
know
the
who.
Don't
Log
understand.
Eccentric.
That's
She
Log
used to
Lady,
be
yes.
the editor of the
Cynthia
local
Weaver.
newspaper, but she's focused on other things these days.
She's
Should
focused
fit
on
right
light
in
bulbs
where I
now.
come from.
It's a kitty. Alright.
Oh no!
It's
Why is
okay.
the kitty missing?
Oh, what am I
Wait,
reading?
what else is? Who else is missing?
Have you seen this
another
man?
kid.
That's not a man. That's not a kitty. That's a man. Knack for winning contests.
That's
I
not
don't
really
know.
an identifying feature.
I
I don't know
think-
about that.
I don't know who
feel
these
like,
people are.
I feel
but-
like, mid-40s, glasses, blue hair is probably more than wins shit.
Probably. Yeah. I don't know. That's it.
Can you imagine that if you saw like a missing poster and you just went up to people and you're like, "Excuse me, sir, when was the last
Do you have
time
a
won
knack for
something?"
winning
Like,
shit?
I've never won anything. You're like, "Well, you're not the
No,
man."
not
of
once.
this."
Well, you're not the man for me. Get your cell phone. Gimme. Thank you.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not
Yes,
sure.
we were staying
I
in
can't
the lake
remember.
that doesn't exist.
We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
Damn right you
The
did.
cabin on Cauldron Lake?
Yeah.
How did you end up at
Oh,
Stucky's
Jesus.
gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night,
Hmm.
but I couldn't. She'd lock me up.
She's like, okay, you know you do this thing where you look off in the distance.
Excuse me. I need to take this.
She's like,
Didn't
skeptical.
she just say the battery was dead?
No, she charged it. That's what she said.
Oh.
Oh,
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Mr.
Don't
Wake,
do
can I
nothing
help you with
stupid, pal.
anything?
nope.
We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Oh.
Hey, mister! You can
Hey,
get
Hey, can you turn the light? The light's on. The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me.
I need it to be bright in here.
He needs it to be bright.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right.
I know.
You're a good guy.
Anybody tell you that?
So that amazing. I love drunks and drinks.
The cops, they got it all wrong. See? Sure. I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward.
I love that. I was completely sober when I beat the shit out of him.
Are you ready? Oh, here we go.
Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny.
It wasn't Danny.
It was
You wanna know who it really was?
I do want to know who it was. Who was it?
It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something drunk would say, but
I wasn't drunk then.
I wasn't drunk.
I was only
Okay.
sipping petrol.
Cool. Thanks, man. So
I
good.
was
The
space
early morning
alien.
light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my goose.
Just in case I couldn't work out where the hole in the fence was, yeah.
In case you didn't know. Well,
ready?
there's a lot of
Yep.
fences, you know?
Yep.
Wow, that was a jump.
Damn right. Ah, cha! Kaya!
It's a good thing the cops won't notice.
Yoink. They will never know.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The
Oh,
car
had it?
meant business.
Oh. I will pick that up. Thank you.
You can't, no.
Here we go. The driver means business. The caller means business. Oh.
Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week. You
Barry!
I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Bears and Bright Falls!
Listen to me.
Barry!
The sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's
Boing,
kidnappers.
boing, boing.
Oh, I
Hey,
can't
buddy. Are you dead?
Oh.
Did he die? Is he dead?
No.
From darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making.
You can hear him snoring.
Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
How interesting.
Marvelous.
I like that he's just completely calm.
Look who it is.
The Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused.
Oh, sorry. I
Are
cut
you
you close.
feeling any better, Mr.
Dr.
White?
Hartman.
I'd like to leave. Am I
Oh.
free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
At your mama's house. Oh.
The Majestic is
There we go,
known for
Majestic.
roaches.
Yeah.
The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you?
You've been talking to my wife.
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Yeah!
Oh! Okay, well now you're under arrest.
Oh, no, that's okay. His representation is here.
Everybody move! Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler.
It's Barry
Oh
Wheeler.
my god, of course that's
Yeah.
Barry. Of course it's an agent.
It's Barry Wheeler.
You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get fucked, Hartman.
Get me out of here.
Barry!
What's that about, Al?
Barry!
We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi.
Yeah, he punched
I
a
thought they were gonna lock you up.
cameraman.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's
That
all you
what
really
happens.
need. Yeah, that's all you really need to know.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry
about
everything.
everything.
I thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something.
Yeah, he's just like, ooh, money, money, money.
He smelled money.
Yep.
And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story.
Yeah, that's fine.
I had a midnight appointment
Yeah, he
with
doesn't
the
need to.
kidnapper in a
Yeah, don't
place
worry about it.
called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park.
Hell yeah.
The plan was
Let's
to
go
rent a
into the
cabin.
park at
I
night.
don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact,
Barry!
it's the absolute opposite of good.
It's the absolute opposite of good.
Hey!
Hey, it's Rose!
You found him.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later.
Barry's like, oh!
Oh, Jesus.
Who's Max?
You'll see.
I don't know.
You'll see.
I also don't know who Rusty is.
What an area.
Rusty's park ranger.
Jeez, Mr. Takes
Okay.
a swing at everybody. This is not her fault.
Look at this.
She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Oh my God, Barry.
Yeah. Bucktooth Charlie, Colombian mammoth.
Amazing.
Hell yeah! Named Bucktooth Charlie. I love it. I love Bucktooth Charlie. He's brilliant. There you go.
I hope he
It's
makes
just
a comeback.
timeline of evolution. What a great facility this
Seriously,
is.
Al, what you were saying
Oh
in the
god.
car, just listen to yourself.
Just gotta make sure I don't miss anything. Oh no, you know I'm totally going nuts. Okay.
What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
Definitely.
Maybe don't say that out loud.
Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Do you understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
All right, wait here.
You know who runs the funny farm?
Hartman.
Hartman! Hey
Because
buddy.
It has to be a funny farm.
It's Max.
Oh.
Hey, Rusty, right? You run cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake.
Aw.
I'd shake your hand.
Remember he was the guy at
Kinda full here.
the diner at the start.
Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Oh, is Max okay?
He's okay. He'll be fine.
Just go and
Max
meet
is
For
okay.
now.
No.
I mean, no, he'll be fine. He'll always be fine. Nothing will ever happen to him,
She's my
ever.
wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
Barry.
No.
Up.
This whole thing. Listen, you hit your head.
You were in a car accident.
Look, normally I wouldn't run away from the character talking, but Barry talks a lot.
I think this
Yeah,
is the
okay.
form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can
Thanks.
you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Oh yeah,
Look at
just
it.
walk. You'll get there.
Ah, it's so nice.
Finding it, just keep
Best
your eye on the
directions.
radio mast. It's right below that.
It's over there.
Hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max. I guess I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of
Oh.
campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know, I just don't want any trouble.
Is that a bear trap?
Thanks.
It sure is. That's what happened to Max.
Oh.
Yep, Max stepped in a bear trap.
No, Poppy. How many bear traps are you gonna step in?
I don't know. I can't promise. I can't promise any amount. Not gonna lie. All right,
I'm
here we
hoping
go.
at least one, otherwise it's not a proper playthrough.
Agreed. Agreed.
We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
We could.
Barry, they'll kill her.
Dramatic.
This is not a goddamn debate, Barry.
That was, yeah.
There
okay.
was barely any collision. It made no noise.
There
It
was,
was like,
yeah, nothing.
ah.
It didn't bounce and it didn't break.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna throw down a controller right now. Ready? Ah, I'm dramatic.
Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
With no noise, it doesn't really
Just
stick.
do nothing.
Back by morning, call the cavalry.
I.